Hi, it's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for January 30th, 2022 through February 5th of 2022. And I just wanted to show you some of the highlights for this month because it is starting off very busy. We open with Chinese Lunar New Year. It will be the year of the water tiger, Imbolc and Brigand's Day. And I do have a depiction of the Wheel of the Year. Imbolc is always at the beginning of February. It coincides with Groundhog's Day that we celebrate here, at least in the United States. And it marks the midpoint between winter and spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So spring is just around the corner. February 3rd, Mercury will go direct, which is pretty exciting. And we've all been kind of looking forward to that. It is in the sign of Capricorn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because it had retrograded back into Capricorn. Valentine's Day. So whether it's self-love or love for others, it's just a reminder for all of us to love each other a little more. February 18th, that's my baby girl's birthday, so I had to throw that in there. She's an Aquarian, highest degree of Aquarius, and then later in that day, the sun will move into Pisces, and then the United States Pluto return begins. And why is that so important, especially if you don't live in the United States? Well, because whatever happens here does have a trickle effect in the world, especially economically, and that will definitely play a huge role. I'll get into that later, but I do have cards for all signs. Actually, I'm going to do a pick a card. I did pull a card for the week. I've been feeling this intense Pluto energy. So Pluto, Venus, Mercury, all combined in Capricorn. And Pluto is in the critical degrees. It's at 26 degrees as I'm recording this. The US Pluto return will occur in the later 27 degree, towards the end of the month. Pluto will hit 27 on February 2nd. The critical degrees are the final 3 degrees of any sign. It's an intensity, and the feeling is so palatable. I've been just like so Plutoed out. Pluto has just such rich depth of energy. It is birth, death, transformation, rebirth. It is the light and the shadow. It intensifies any energy around it, and it also minimizes things because Pluto has a tendency to hide things. So it's really interesting to see how that will play out. The deck that I'm using is the Shamanic Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I pulled the Andean Cross. And it's really interesting because it depicts the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. The center of the Andean Cross is it's like the magical portal, the eye of the needle, the doorway into an interdimensional universe within, the universe that we're living in. So what this is feeling like to me, it is card number 2, which is perfect for the month of February. It is that it's the pairing of 2, the coming together, the partnering, but it's also our emotions and our feelings. And we may have been feeling so super intensely, and this light, the harshness of this light is driving me a little insane. And maybe I can tone it down. I don't know. There we go. A little softer. to me, so when I go to a fire ceremony and we're calling in the four directions, the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. When we go to make our prayer and our wish into the fire, we have to pick a direction that we're going to be entering from. And each of these directions holds an energy. I have a blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com under fire ceremony that explains these four directions and their energy. So the south represents the snake, the skin that we're shedding, the past that we're getting rid of. The west is Adiranga jaguar. And I feel like that's what is on the other side of the rainbow bridge. The east is Apuchin, the great condor, the great eagle. And it's our vision and our sight and our higher perspective of things. And then the north is always one of my favorites, and that's our ancestors and our grandmothers that come and support us and point us in the right direction. Think about the North Star. And so there was something that I was looking at. Oh, you know what? It has to do with the year of the tiger, the water tiger, because the year of the water tiger points in the direction of the North Star. So with those combinations coming together, I feel as though it's like, it's time for us, if you haven't already, to find your true compass, to find your true north. So much of this Pluto energy really had me looking at the shadow of the collective and everything that's going on in the world today. And I had this really weird, I don't know, thought that came across my head. It's like, you know, we have been trying for civil rights for so many years, hundreds of years, civil rights of all different types of peoples. And I've been really embroiled in Indigenous history lately and in African history lately, because these are two groups that, you know, have been segregated, had been subjugated. And I don't know why I've just been thinking of all of that heavy weight on the United States and all the shit that they have done. And I feel as though this Pluto return is going to be a type of atonement in a way. It has to be. However, although there have been some reparations for the Native Americans and the African Americans, it still hasn't been enough. And yet here we are in the world, in the United States. Oh, it's like so prominent here, more segregation, but through now a different thing, you know, this pandemic that we're in. You know, a few years ago, it was the segregation between politics, and, you know, that's been going on forever. They're always, it just seems like man always has to try and segregate each other. You know, I just started watching a new show on HBO called The Gilded Age. And it's about old money and new money, Philadelphia, New York, you know, like that whole dynamic. Once again, a segregation. There's always a segregation. And it boils down to judgment. This Andean cross is to bridge people together, to bring people together. Card number 2, the coming together. So, you know, like that's my little soapbox. And I don't know if you've been feeling this heaviness and this weight. But I noticed, like, the more that I've slowed down in order to attend to the different things that I've got going on, the closer I feel grounded, more clear about a lot of different things. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have so much up here, so much knowledge, so many thoughts, the guides, myself, you know, coming in that I can't even articulate it. But another thing, I've been obsessed with the the Wild Western show, 1883 on Paramount Plus. And so then I started watching Yellowstone, which is the original show. 1883 is the prequel. But just seeing all of that stuff that goes on and just humans, it's just been very heavy feeling. My cards are all messed up. I got to put these in order. But it just like really been giving me a lot to think about, and it's such Plutonian energy. You know, plutonium has the ability to blow things up, to change and transform them. Like I said, it's hidden things. So I'm wondering like what's going to come out. When I look at the chart of the United States and this Pluto return, the original chart from 1776, it seems as though people were told that the country was being built on this premise, you know, of what's in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Meanwhile, the Masons, that the founding fathers, were doing something completely different behind the scenes. And it all had to do with control and power and money. And Neptune plays a huge role. So Neptune will be opposing its natal Neptune of the United States chart, which is, you know, the lack of clarity and fogginess. I feel as though this is going to be a heavy water year, especially year of the tiger, year of the water tiger. So it's creativity, ambition, stamina, bravery, courage, revolution, but it's also dominance and power. You know, like there are those two sides to, I mean, everything has two sides. We'll be working really hard. There's going to be a need to completely separate work from home. You don't bring your work home. I mean, but I work at home and I create here. So, but there's nobody else here but me. And I never bring work home, so to speak, when I never have. When I would walk in the door, that's it, you know, but big focus on the family, big focus on loving your family, whether it is biological or spiritual, a deepening of loving the people that love you and vice versa. You know, because we've done a lot of hatcheting over the last couple of years and cutting out what no longer serves. Hopefully you've done that. But anyway, yeah, so this year of the water tiger, Chinese New Year, and the new moon. Oh shit, I didn't put that in my slide. The new moon, well, that's the Lunar New Year. It is in Aquarius at 12 degrees. So I feel like I just saw an orb go across the screen. I may be wrong. I'm gonna have to look back at that and see, but it looked like there was a little orb floating like somewhere right around in here. 12 degrees of Aquarius, 12 degrees of the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. That's where the most power of this new moon is going to be. And so you'll want to look at that. I'm going to pick 3 cards for the pick a card. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and I can't decide between, I'm going to take this one. Let's see, what was this one? I'm going to do 4 because I like this card. All right. I may use the book just to elaborate. Okay, so let's see. This was card 1 because I liked that card 4. So I think that's going to be mine. Card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. Take a pick. I mean, pick your number, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or pick your card. All right. If you chose card number 1, it is completion. You're coming to the end of a cycle. Everything has come full circle. And now you're getting to wrap things up and getting ready to begin something brand new cycle. And so I do really love that. It's depicted by the snake swallowing its own tail. Card number 9 would indicate an ending has come or is coming, and you're getting ready for a new beginning and a new path. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 is the serpent. That is the southern direction. It is the shedding of old skin. It is allowing yourself to be vulnerable. It is getting rid of anything or anyone that does not fit, doesn't serve you, does not improve your life in any way. This is a time for healing. This is a time for letting go of the past. It is card 46. So this talks to me about finding your own people, creating something brand new, allowing your heart chakra to open up to receiving love, to giving love. And with that, you manifest everything that you want. Remember to put up boundaries, healthy boundaries, but you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable in order to receive the love that you're looking for. Card number 3 is the staff. And the staff talks to me about support that is needed. The wisdom coming in from the universe. It is the power that is needed at a time, the support for new growth, for new knowledge, support of elders and ancient ones. Card number 51 is saying it is time for you to change your mindset and start to live from that heart space. So that is what I'm feeling for that card. Card number 4 is my card. This is the one that I said, oh, you know, like it just looked good. It's the moon, and we are coming into the new moon in Aquarius. And with all of those moons, this is talking about cycles again. So this would be a 13 moon cycle or 1 full year. So to me, this is saying everything has already also come full circle. This is the sussing out of our emotions, the different phases in life that we're going through. And we're embarking on a brand new phase that will take 1 full year, 13 moon cycles to complete. This is feminine energy. This is emotional energy. This is water energy. This is the color of silver, the power of silver. Card number 37 talks about ascended masters and divine intervention, divine energy coming together so that you can manifest everything of your heart's desires, with also netting to a 10 similar to that of the serpent. Both of these cards symbolize the love for the self and putting up of healthy boundaries so that you can accomplish your goals and manifest into your life what it is that you want. So yeah, that's what I have for you for this week. Interestingly enough, so we'll be working super hard with this year of the water tiger. Next year, it's year of the rabbit. So rabbit is usually multiplication, fertility, and abundance. But this year, we're putting all the work in. We're creating new things. And, you know, just kind of little nose to the grindstone. We're coming out of year of the ox, where we were kind of planting our feet in our situation, finding our values, trying to find the pleasure and joy in life, you know, maybe holding our ground, slow and steady. This is going to be a quick year, I feel, and it's just going to blow by. I mean, we're almost in February. I do want to do another birthday shout out to my friend Carolyn, because her birthday was this week. She's a 9-degree Aquarian. And the reason why I'm bringing her up is because she always gets me like the best Christmas and birthday presents, and she's so generous. Aries rising, Capricorn moon. But I am in love with this getup that she has gotten me, among other things. But this shirt, and I don't think you could see it, but it's like nature, it's the forest, there's the sun and the moon and all of the stars, and it says, is magic. Nature, the sun, the stars, the moon is magic. And then this fluffy, warm, little cozy thing. Oh my gosh. She always just, I just love it. I'm just in love. And so I wanted to say thank you, Carolyn. Um, anyway, you know, I was thinking the other day how much I miss the Tarot Tuesday lives on Facebook and Instagram. I really do. But I have class every Tuesday, and so I just can't do it. I have classes, all the time. Sunday is a really tough day. That's why this is so late. But yeah, I hope this is a good week. I will talk more about this card on Facebook and Instagram by Wednesday. I'll post about this after I channel some more message on it and pair it with the upcoming astrology and astronomy and everything else that's going on. So I hope I didn't forget anything. I'll talk more about the new moon on Facebook and Instagram this week. I just haven't had the time. I hope you liked your cards. Comment me and let me know which card you picked of the pick a card. All right, have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.